you had to work through a problem like this one, let's let that load up here. And then I'll make one up like this for you. Let me see here. Okay, so first thing here is notice that there's x is inside parentheses, -2 to the left of it, and you've also got x on the right hand side. So that's one of the things that's different. Normally there's only one x, but here there's two. So the first thing is to distribute that -2 to both terms inside parentheses here. So that would be -2x plus 8 greater than 5x minus 13.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now you have options here. You need to move the x's. Like you either need to move the -2x right or the -5x left. There's not a wrong answer, but is there one that sort of is more preferable to you?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. And then because you also want the number to be on the other side of the equation, subtract 8 from both sides. So this produces -7x greater than -21.
Okay, let me get this down.
So make sure you understand why we're subtracting 5x. We want to move the 5x over. Why we're subtracting 8. Want to
So
move
we
it
take
over.
one from the y and the x. Or
Say that one more time. Try that.
take one from like the y and the x.
You said did you say y? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think yeah.
There's no y here, so that's why I was asking for clarity.
Well, I'm saying like you take, like if it was different numbers, you would take like how 5x is that place every time, and then you take where 8 is.
Yes.
And you combine it.
Yes, like you can always move the whatever variable is left, whatever number is right.
And why does it turn negative after?
The -21 or the -5?
The -5.
So it's adding, but you're adding a negative. They're both negative here. You owe 2, you owe 5, you owe 7.
Okay.
Any questions on that? Any further questions? Still a few things to do here, but
yeah.
okay. Now you're going to divide both sides by -7 because there's a -7 in front of x. So whatever is in front of x, that's what you divide by.
Well, you get x is bigger than 3.
This is important though. Whenever you multiply,
yeah. So x is smaller than 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Flip, swap, whatever you want. X is less than 3. Okay, so
I need to remember that.
All right, so on a number line here, here's 3. Is it an open or a closed circle? Do you remember?
Be an open circle, right?
Very good. And then to the left. Yeah. Fantastic. So now the next thing it asks here is x equals 3 a solution. And you can put that in for x. So you're really asking this question, is 3 less than 3?
No.
No, so this is false. So you would say not a solution. Now, are you really graphing these on the XY plane?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. This is super weird.
Yeah.
All right, so here's how you do that. I thought you were maybe alluding to this earlier. If we go back to the original -2x minus 4 greater than 5x minus 13, you treat the one on the left as y1 and the one on the right as y2.
Okay.
Okay. Now the one on the left here, we've already distributed the negative. You could write that down instead of the original, but however you get to this point, you have to be able to identify the slope and the b value. So the slope is the number in front of x, just the number, and the b value is the other number. Can you tell me the slope and the b value of this?
2x.
It's just the number, -2.
-2.
Or -2 over 1, and the b value?
8.
So I don't know how accurate this needs to be, but you start at the b value of 8
Okay,
and then use the slope to go down. And you get a line that looks like this.
so you always use the b value first up top,
Yes,
or on
first.
the bottom or up top.
Yes.
Okay.
How about the second equation here? What's the slope? What's the b value?
5 and -13.
Yeah. So this one starts down here at -0, -13, and
That's
it
so
goes up.
confusing. You have 2 lines on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
I
these are
don't even
each.
remember doing 2 lines in class. I remember doing 1 line, but. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is really a weird thing to be doing.
Yeah,
This is not standard, but I know that's the way it goes. This first is y1 and the second one is y2. Okay, now the inequality wants to know where is y1 greater than y2. The other way to think of that is where is y1 above y2.
okay.
And you go right to the intersection point. And then in this case, it's going to be this shading to the left here. This is where this is true, where y1 is above y2.
Okay.
So if it were me, the graph is the least important thing for us to be like doing right now. I know it's part of it, but there's a lot that leads up to the graph that's just as important. But let's do another problem like this.
Okay.
Let me know when you get all this down.
Yeah, got it all done. And it is a solution?
The blue is the solution.
So, because it says is not a solution question
Oh,
mark.
sorry.
Is a solution question mark.
3, we did that already. Is 3 a solution? I asked you, is 3 less than 3? And you said, no, it is not a
Yeah,
solution.
no. Yeah.
Not a solution.
And then the solutions y1 and y2.
The solution is where y1 is above y2, where this line on the left is this line on the left here. Y2, y1 is above y2. That's what the greater than means.
Okay.
Okay, let's try another one here. -3x minus 2 less than, let's go 2x plus 4. I think this will work. Yes. Okay. Yes, this will work. Okay. All right. So this is another example like number 6. All right. And the first thing here is to distribute this -3 to both these terms. Can you tell me the result of distributing that to both of these?
Yeah, let me just get this all done. You get -3 minus 6.
Plus 6. So you distribute that negative to both.
6, and then 2x plus 4. Or greater than 2x plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So just like in the,
And then you
sorry,
get the 2x.
I've got to make a small change here because I messed up this number. Let's see here. Let me make this plus, let's go 16. Sorry about that. Didn't check my signs carefully enough. Okay. So just like in the previous problem, you're going to move the 2x left. So subtract 2x, and then you can subtract 6 and subtract 6.
Then you add them, right?
Yeah, tell me what the left side become. What is -3x plus -2x?
-5x.
Okay, and then on the right,
And then 6.
16 minus 6 is
Oh, 10.
10.
Sorry.
All right, now what is the next step here because it's not solved?
The next step is dividing by 5.
-5.
-5, sorry.
What does that do to the inequality because it's negative?
It swaps it, and then you get x is greater than 5.
Nope, try again. 10 divided by -5,
Oh, sorry, 2.
-2.
-2.
-2. It's a really big deal. You got to get the signs
Yeah.
right. Got to get all that right. Okay, now number line here. Here's -2. Tell me what we're shading or not shading.
You're making that a open circle, and it is going to the right.
To the right, very good. All right, so that is the first part of this. Now we want to know if 3 is a solution. So we're doing this a little bit different order than on your paper. Is 3 x equals 3 a solution? Is 3 greater than -2? Is this true or false?
It's true.
It is true. Okay, so it is a solution, yes.
Yeah.
All right, now the graphing is the worst part of this. It really is the most sort of diabolical of this. I'm going to go back to this line right here. And we're going to use y1 and y2 again for this.
Okay.
All right, so this on the left here is y1. You can write y1 equals -3x plus 6. On the right is y2. y2 equals 2x plus 16. Okay, and let me grab a graph here again. So you want to use the same approach we did in the last problem. You want to find the slope and the b value of each. Okay, so on the left here, what is the slope? What is the b value?
It would be -3 and 6.
Okay, so you start
And
at
then
the b value.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And you go down 3, right 1. So it's going to look something like that. Doesn't have to be very accurate. What about on the one on the right here?
Being 2 and 16.
Okay, so kind of not to scale, but you start at the 16, you go up so you can see it intersects there. Now, if we go back to, let's let you get caught up there. Sorry.
No, I'm good.
Excited to rush editor. If you go back to this, we're asking where is y1, and y1 is this graph, y2 is or this line. Where is y1 less than y2? Where is y1 below y2? Where is y1 below y2? So you go right to the intersection point. And do you see that y1 is sort of down and to the right here? It's below y2.
Yeah.
That's your solution.
Okay.
Any questions on that before we move on to the next type of problem that you'll see?
No.
Okay. Wow. Again, this is just unbelievable. All right, let's do number 7. 7's kind of the next easiest type to do. All right, so 7 is considered a compound inequality.
Okay.
When you think of compound, it just means there's 2. You see 1, 2, like that. I'm going to just rewrite it here without the 7 on the left there. All right, so let me just show you how to solve this, and then you can decide what you like or don't like about this, or just follow along here, because it could be a little awkward to explain. I'm going to subtract 4, but I'm going to subtract 4 from all 3 places. Like, think of it as the left, the middle, and the right. Okay, so when you subtract 4, on the left it's -7.
4 3 times.
Say that one more time.
Why do you subtract 4 3 times?
Yeah, so I was hoping to just show you and avoid explaining why, and for now.
Okay.
Your goal is to isolate X.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it's so much more like different. Like usually you just like do it 2 times and
Yeah, now it's a 3. It's a third time.
okay.
The compound inequality is the only one that's done like this where it's 3 times.
Yeah.
It's the only one where you see 2 of these symbols, so that could be an indicator.
Okay.
To isolate x, now we have 7 times x, so we're going to divide everything by 7 3 times.
Okay.
So it's
Now,
a
why
negative.
didn't we do that on the other problems?
Let's go back and look.
Okay. Yeah,
Did you
sorry, I'm just
have,
asking so many questions, but these like
no, this is good. Is there
Yeah.
more than one inequality here, or is there just
No,
one?
there's not.
Just
Okay,
one.
so if there's more than one inequality, you do it 3 times.
Yes. Yes, that's what you have to take away. Okay, so when you divide by 7, divide by 7, divide by 7, -1 less than or equal to x less than 2. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. On a number line, here is -1, here is 2, not to scale. At -1, is it an open or a closed circle?
Closed.
It is closed. At 2, is it an open or a closed circle?
It is open.
It is open. So I call this the between case. You're shading between the 2 values.
Okay.
All right, so we are now checking. We are now checking is x equals 3 a solution? Okay, and here's how you decide. Is 3 between -1 and 2?
No.
It is not. So we would say no, not a solution.
Yeah.
Is that it's very similar to what we just did. It just now is a little more you got kind of 2 things to compare it to.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, so now graphing this, so weird. Why? Just unbelievable. All right, let me go back and grab the original. So there's 3 y's now. There's y1 equals -3, y2 equals 7x plus 4, and y3 equals 18.
Yeah.
So whenever you have y equals a number, it's a horizontal line.
Okay.
So there's a horizontal line at -3.
Okay.
And there's a horizontal line at 18.
Okay.
So we've graphed those 2. How do we graph y2? What do we need to extract from the equation to be able to graph
You
it?
need to get the M and B.
Yes, what is m and what is
And
b?
7,
B is
4.
so you go up to 7. I'm sorry, you go up to 4. 4, you start at the b value, slope is 7. So it looks something like this, roughly.
Yeah.
And then the compound means you're shading between them, meaning it's everything in between those 2 lines.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
All right, so let me see if I can find another one here that's kind of nice to solve. Oops. All right, this isn't too bad. Okay, let's do this one here. 6. Sorry, that's not right. -24 less than or equal to 6x plus 6 less than or equal to 12. All right, so we want to solve this inequality, and because there are two inequality symbols, when you're solving, you're going to do it three times.
Okay.
Okay, so first thing is to subtract 6 from 3 places. Minus 30 less than or equal to 6x less than or equal to 6. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now you're going to divide everything by 6 and you're going to do it 3 times.
Yep. Two inequalities. There's 2x 1.
Okay, so now we can go to the inequality here. I'm sorry, the number line.
Okay.
-5 and 1, and you have to decide whether it's filled in or not at each these,
They're both
yep,
filled in. Yeah.
they're both filled in. That's right, and then you're shading between them there.
Yeah.
Is x equals 3 a solution?
Yes.
So here's what you're saying. Is 3 between -5 and 1? And one thing
Oh,
you might
no.
do is consider like labeling 3 on the number line.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, no, it's not a solution.
It is not a solution. Yeah, fortunately. All right, so the next thing is the graphing.
Okay.
And let's go back and grab a snip of that again. Okay, now let's go back and grab the original here. You always go back to the original. That's really important here.
Yeah. Okay.
So 3 y's. There's y1, which is -24. It's the one on the left. Y2 is 6x plus 6, and y3 is 12.
Okay.
You start by graphing y1. y1 equals -24, just sort of arbitrarily putting it down there. Y3 is 12, so we'll just draw something up there. For the one in the middle, you have to identify the slope and the b value.
Okay.
What is the slope? What is the b value, Remy?
It would be 6 and 6.
Okay. So you start at the b value of 6, and then your slope of 6. So you get something, that looks like that.
Yeah.
And in this case, you're always shading between them.
Yeah.
Any questions on that before we move on to
No.
the other types of problems? All right.
And do I have another lesson tomorrow? Right.
We do not. We do
Oh, we
not.
don't.
I have a scheduling problem tomorrow, so this
Oh,
is
okay.
it. Yeah. So if you
Okay.
had, but I mean, the nice thing is if this truly is your quiz, you know everything, you can just review the video
Yeah, I
tomorrow,
will.
watch it again.
Wait, so do I have one on Thursday or?
No, this is it for the week.
Oh, are we doing an hour right now?
Yes.
Oh, I thought this was a 30-minute one. Oh my gosh.
Is that if that's a problem, we can stop here and I can try to get another 30 minutes with you another
If you
time.
really can, because yeah, I thought I was gonna have time for my history homework and stuff, but if not, it's fine.
It's really a tight schedule, but I'll so we can stop. We can just do the half hour if that's all you got time for.
Okay.
You got to decide.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that after because I thought this was gonna end at 9:30, so
Got it. Got it. Okay, let me quickly look
bad.
here and see what I can do. What time do you
Okay.
get out of school?
3:30.
3:30. All right.